Upper shoulders. All right, I'm gonna see if I can figure this camera thing out real quick. And we are live. Yeah, I'm trying to just hide. Let's see if that didn't help. Not even close. Hide non-video participants. There we go. All right, now we should be good to go. There we go. That it is. All right, there we go. We should be good now, guys. Should be good. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. We had some technical difficulties with the old Zoom. And things not participating very well. Or participating. Cooperating is the term I'm looking for. Not participating. It's been a fast morning. Just waking up. And then what else I was going to do something else now as well. Oh, let's talk about some NIO, what you guys are here for. Well, it was up. I thought it was way up this morning.
Yeah,
at least from when I looked, of course. Looks like we got a slow bleeder out today. Looks like we got a slow bleeder.
Yeah, pretty much. Still up, so that's good. But yeah, it's doing the same thing like Xpeng's doing. Xpeng was way up this morning too. Then just slowly dying off. Like this is kind of what happened yesterday too, with a lot of stocks, not just NIO or EV stuff. And then later in the day, it kind of bounced back a little bit. So hopefully that works this time.
Right. Red today, boys. Yeah. Red day. Well, I mean, unless you're an AMD, which we keep talking about, right. AMD is just a different animal. It's just been nonstop. Like you think this thing's gonna pull back, but it just doesn't pull back.
Right.
150. Here we come.
Up another 5% right now. It's unbelievable.
I was thinking that AMD would be around 125 by the end of the year, and I mean we hit 122 this morning.
Right.
I mean it's got 12-month price ratings from tip ranks at 150. So
yeah, there was an article that I saw that AMD is outselling Intel right now, which is huge news because Intel has always been on top. But for them to start outselling Intel, that's a big deal because they've always been on top. But not anymore.
Right. Let's do.
Plus the server chips that we just talked about. Nice haircut. I mean, it's too short, but it's whatever. Shaved this thing up because I was looking like a wild animal. So yeah, it was out of control.
Yeah, so tip ranks hasn't adjusted. I thought they would maybe have adjusted it by now, but nope, they're still sticking with it. Yeah. Sticking there with the 150. It's got a downside of 10%, so get ready for that sell off.
Well, yeah, I mean it's going straight up, so it's gonna come straight back down whenever that happens.
Right.
Most likely. What's up, May Allen? Welcome back. Bob sold 25% of NIO today at 45.50, trying to rearrange some funds. Yeah, we understand that. You get a little too heavy. Bob. You get a little too heavy in some things and need to readjust.
Right. So we do actually. We posted on our YouTube channel that we actually have an exciting announcement coming for you guys, and I think it will be. It's a video. We'll say that it's a video, and I think it'll be out tomorrow. So
yeah, tomorrow probably. I don't know. Probably afternoon. Yeah, the 4 o'clock one. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really excited for it. Stuff. So super excited. I think you guys are all gonna like it. I think you guys are all really gonna enjoy it. I think there's been a lot of people wanting it, so We're going to give it. We are going to
Yeah.
deliver.
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking for it, so yeah. I think the people will like it.
I think so too.
Ted.
Good evening from Ullman. Kareem, welcome in. Ted.
Well, that would be a Gulf of Mexico tan, would it? I mean, yeah, it would. I mean, when I'm out there though, I'm completely covered up. Long t-shirt with a hood thing on it, wearing a hat. I hate putting on sunscreen, so I just cover up. That's pretty much what everyone does down here. You get those fishing shirts that are like super thin and cooling, and they're long sleeves, and actually keeps you more cool. So, yeah. Yeah, and I'm just terrible with sunscreen. I don't like putting on sunscreen, and I just forget. I got too much other crap going on to think about sunscreen. But then, yeah, I remember later. Usually, you'll see in some videos my cheeks will be red, but yeah, it's because I'm sunburnt. Sometimes my forehead.
That's what happens when you're out on your yacht.
Yeah.
What's going on, Richard? Ted?
Yeah.
Guy without hair? How you guys doing?
Yeah.
Welcome
Hey
in.
Ted, I don't know if you saw my message, but you need to send me your shirt size and all that stuff. Look at your
Yeah, I sent you a message too,
messages in
so I
Discord.
just answer one of us.
Yeah. Yeah. I sent you a direct message, so just look for it. I have more heat, but a lot less humidity. I mean, I'm out in it all. I'm out in it all the time, so it doesn't even bother me at this point. Like all the people that complain that it's too hot here, like those are the people that just don't ever go outside. Like,
Right.
like just go outside. Right. Exactly. Like if you just go out in it, like I go out and I'm out all day from sun up to sundown, all day out in the heat, and it doesn't even really bother me this morning. Or I don't know. I said this morning because I just read a comment. Doesn't even bother me.
What's up, Robbie? So we got a little bit of NIO news. Nothing too crazy. Obviously the camouflage. I don't know if you guys saw this. I saw this on Twitter this morning. The ET7 camouflage. Outdoing.
I don't know why. I don't know why they do that though, because everyone already knows what the ET7 looks like.
Right.
They've
At this
already
point,
released it.
yeah, I don't know why they're doing it either. But it looks like a road test of the car. So getting the final preparations there. And I did see this article. Now this article here, NIO sprints back into growth mode, and there is no regulatory risks thus far. So this is just an article that was posted by a user of CNEV or whatever. And yeah, they're basically just saying that none of the current acute regulatory risk apply to NIO. So that's some good news.
Yep.
But it kind of goes over a lot of things related to NIO. We'll probably break that down in a video later tonight. Yeah, we've got 2 videos to make tonight. 2 videos.
Yeah, one's gonna be super exciting.
Right. We'll give you guys a hint here in a bit once more people pile into the stream.
Robbie, looking sexy. Where I live, about 93. Yeah, Richard. Usually it's like 91 to 93 here every day in the summer.
What's going on, Diggs? How you doing, man? NIO news. That's right. We got some stuff for you. What about the denied rumor? So yeah, we talked about that in yesterday's video about NIO denying the rumors of the EC7, I believe is what it was.
Yeah, EC or ES, I forget.
ES.
One of those 7s.
Yeah, let me just click NIO here and we'll find it real quick. The ES7. The ES7. Yeah. So no ES7 coming our way, unfortunately.
I mean, it kind of confused me anyway, and I was questioning it when I heard it. I think that was during a live stream or something we were talking about it, because it didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, but
right. Yeah. I was wondering if it was going to be something different other than the ES7, like maybe they just mistyped or something, and maybe who knows. But
yeah, like we said a bunch, we need like an ET5 or something.
That's exactly what I want. I want an ET5. Give me a $40,000 ET5.
Right.
450 miles range.
Right. That's what we need. EV stock slipping bad right now. Yeah, there's all kind of slowly bleeding, but we'll see if it pops back up. Yeah, Diggs ES7 is a lie. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about.
Yeah, I mean, we can clearly see that NIO today is just bleeding. It started off strong. Started off real strong, going all the way up to almost $46, and now it's slowly dying and bleeding off. We'll see if this little pump up here kind of pushes us back up. I would love to see us stay above the 45 mark because we have that mark, you know, that mapped out here. That 45 seems to be kind of like at this point, it's like a support resistance. Like there's really no support, but it doesn't want to stay above it. So.
Let's see. Lots of proposed models. Rumor of it would help if they provide clarity at earnings call. Yeah, I don't think we'll really hear anything about cars until NIO Day later this year.
Yeah, I think we'll get more information on it at NIO Day. I expect a car to be announced at NIO Day.
Diggs bring the ET7 to Ohio, and I'm good.
Right.
Yeah. $40,000 ET5 sounds good. Hope it looks good if it did happen. ET7 equals the Tesla Model S. ET5 equals Model 3. Yeah. Just not. Yeah.
NIO in UK soon. Yeah, they're headed that way, man. They are headed that way. I think we'll get more of that throughout the next year. More expansion in Europe.
Right.
And then I'm hoping by sometime in end of 2022, 2023, sometime they announce potentially entering the States. But I guess it just depends on how Europe goes.
Yeah. Yeah, I really want them to spend... I don't want them to come to the States and it slow down their Europe expansion.
Right.
Because there's a lot more sales potential in Europe. So, yeah.
Tesla has a new chip or device they're unveiling on AI Day. I think I heard that. I'll have to look it up to verify it. I don't want to say that's correct now, but I'm pretty sure I heard that as well. Which that's coming up here in the next week or so, I believe. Tesla AI Day.
Yeah. Let's see. AMD starting to go back up, almost 6% today.
As it should.
It's just unbelievable.
Tesla. Oh, Tesla did raise the price for the Model S and Model X long range in China. I'm pretty sure they just lowered them. Was that the 3? They lowered one of them. Price cut. Okay,
I don't know.
So
it kind of seems. Yeah, it seems like they keep lowering like the base models and raising the long range models.
Right.
I don't know. It's hard to keep track of what they're doing in China versus what they're doing in the US. Yeah, they did just lower some stuff in China, and now they're raising it again. I don't remember what they raised because they said they were lowering it because of, like part cost were down in China or something like that, and now but now they're raising it again. Like, I don't know. They confuse me sometimes. BYD is also flying, is it?
Yeah, I think it's like 10%.
6.7. Yeah, 6.7% right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won in it, but I have so much EV stuff. It's out of control.
I kind of feel you there. So this is the invitation for Tesla's AI Day. Looks like some kind of chip, almost like a processor of some kind, broken down. Yeah, they said it's likely connected to Tesla's Project Dojo. Project Dojo. But yeah. So you guys want a little hint on what we're going to be talking about tonight in the second video? We're not going to talk about it, but we're going to give you a little hint. Give you a little hint of what it's going to be about.
They'll be able to guess.
All right, let's just say you guys are going to want to wear your seatbelts for this one. Okay? It's going to be that exciting.
Make sure you're strapped in.
It is going to be that exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be a spicy one. Xpeng stock gonna end up passing over NIO stock price if things keep going like this. Yeah, I think it will. It's just a matter of time. But you got to also remember that Xpeng has half the amount of shares outstanding that NIO does.
Right.
So if NIO had the same amount of shares Xpeng did, NIO would be
NIO's
pretty much double the price.
Right.
So just got to keep that in mind.
Right.
But yeah, I think they'll pass. I think they'll pass NIO. Yeah, make sure you got your seatbelts on and the tray is in the folded upright position or however that goes. Been a while since I've been on a plane. So yeah. Yeah, Richard, that's why the market cap is half. Hint, you got invited to NIO Day?
I wish.
Probably not gonna be able to fly to China. Even if we wanted to, but I don't know. That would be pretty sick. Go to NIO Day.
Hint, I have an ET7 in my driveway.
That would be nice. That'd be nice.
No, we've had quite a few people wanting this video, and we've finally pulled the trigger on it, and it's gonna happen. So
nose itches.
It'll be set as a premiere tomorrow too. So expect that.
It'll be what?
A premiere. We'll set it. Oh
yeah, we're gonna do a premiere.
Expect a bunch of notifications from stock dudes.
Yeah, make sure the sub or not the sub, the notification bell, all notifications is turned on.
Right.
So you get that info. Man, Lucid is just dying.
Yeah, I am over Lucid right now.
It's down 3%.
It appears that we're found solid support and resistance at this 22 all the way up to 27 range. It literally just bounces back and forth. So now we're at, it's the triple bottom. So what's next?
Right.
Quadruple bottom.
What's up, guys? Richard, Alex, thank you for joining. Lucid 17. Yeah, I mean, if it gets back down to even 20, I'm buying more for sure.
Right.
I've said it for a while. I think it's going to be a great long-term hold, but short-term is going to, I don't really think, do a whole lot. But yeah, I definitely want to own it. It's just,
holy crap.
I'm going to wait for it to just keep going down. Solid support at 12 until they deliver a car. Yeah. Yeah. They need to put out more information about when they plan on delivering and stuff.
Justice, we see you. We see you in here.
Is Fisker any good? Do you know? We've talked about it before. We haven't really actually looked into the company, like deep dive into the company, so we don't have any real opinion on that.
Honestly, I already know how I feel about smaller companies like that, and so I avoid them. But
yeah, I just don't want another Nikola or Lordstown Motor situation.
Right.
That's the problem with Fisker 2. No cars and no revenue really until late 2022. Yeah. Do you like ChargePoint?
Starting to be the problem with freaking Lucid. Is like, I don't know how Lucid is just, I can't stand it right now. I cannot stand Lucid.
Let's see. Do you like ChargePoint? Yeah, I like ChargePoint. I don't like what the stock is doing. At least last time I looked a couple days ago.
Yeah, it's taken quite a hit in the last.
Yeah, it's just down and just staying down, and yeah, I think that's gonna be another good one. But yeah, just for whatever reason, it's just getting beat up.
Right.
Okay, we can have a Stock Dudes NIO Day. Man, Stock Dudes Day. Just all meet up somewhere.
If schedules line up, we'll live stream that day and talk about it. I think with NIO
the issue
Day,
is it's going to be like 4 in the morning or something.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is like it's like 4 in the morning or something crazy.
Nobody's gonna I'm sure all you guys aren't gonna wake up at 4 in the morning to join and watch us. So. Yeah.
I was gonna do something. Golly.
Richard, I'm reluctant on Charge because I think many of the OEMs will generate them, like NIO, Tesla, and NIO. I mean, when I think about ChargePoint, I mean, think about kind of what China's doing over there with building just a crap ton of charging stations. You know, so they could use ChargePoint, like the government could use ChargePoint and build a bunch of charge stations in the US.
Right.
Also, little, I don't know, little insider information. I have a friend that works at Hertz, and they said that Hertz wants to build up like a whole EV thing and put charging stations everywhere. So like Hertz could use ChargePoint. They're not going to probably go directly to Tesla to do it because why would you do that? So
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if Hertz can do something like that, you know, with EVs and stuff, I still think there's a market for it. But
yeah, it's just
it's a dying market, but I still think there's a market for it. I still think there's people on this earth who don't want to use ride sharing services.
Yeah.
Who'd just rather have their own car.
Yeah, that's me, but you say I'm a boomer, so.
Oh, I mean, I personally wouldn't. I really don't want to do an Uber unless I have to.
Right. I've never used one before, and I didn't even like doing public transportation. I went to New Jersey for a work thing, and I drove the rental car in New York City, and everyone thought I was insane. Just because I wanted to see like Times Square and stuff, but like I've never done public transportation. Like I'm not gonna just get in some random taxi and go, just like, that's weird. Just drive around, like, because I wasn't going anywhere. I just wanted to just drive around and check it out. So I didn't want to like just pay a taxi and just be like, hey, just drive around for a little bit. Like, that's weird. But yeah, so I drove in the middle of New York City, and everyone thought I was insane. I was like, I mean, whatever.
It sounds insane.
Let's just say I don't want to go back. But that's just me. I'm not a big city person.
Can you say hello to Peggy and Stink, please? Well, hello, Peggy and Stink. Welcome.
Peggy and Stink?
I don't. Steve asked us to say hello, so I'm saying hello.
Hello. Yeah, hello. Yo, I'll be up at 4 a.m. Richard, an infrastructure bill only 7.5 billion towards EV charging. I mean, it still sounds like a lot, but you know, with I don't know, government stuff, it's usually like double the price and double the time to get anything done. But yeah,
I was expecting. I mean, I don't know if has that officially passed yet? Is that like a?
I think
last
so.
I heard it passed like the Senate or something. Stock baby.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if it officially. Yeah. On NIO's website, it says they delivered 8,083 vehicles in June. Oh, hello. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I
mean, that's correct, right? 8083 in June.
2,700 page infrastructure bill. That is outrageous.
8083. Not passed yet, Richard. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's not officially passed yet. That is outrageous. Yeah. We'll have to look into that more and talk about it on one of the videos coming up. Let's see here.
Thank you. Peggy is one of my dogs, and Stink is what I call my missus as a joke.
Well,
she's crying, laughing as she wasn't expecting it. Hey,
I like
it.
it.
Hey, Stinky again. Stinky, whatever you prefer.
On NIO's website, it says they delivered 8,083 vehicles in June.
Yeah,
that's the case. July it was lower.
Yeah, like 79 something.
Yeah, I was about to pull that up. Do you guys recommend buying more NIO shares? It depends on your plan. Like, obviously, we're never gonna tell you when to buy and when to sell. It just depends on your goal. If you're averaging up right now, I probably wouldn't. Stock baby down there throwing a fit with his toys. Yeah, but if you're averaging up, I probably wouldn't. But if you're going to average down, it might be an all right time. But
Yeah.
it's kind of mixed right now. If we look at the last 5 days, it's kind of, I mean, it's been a nice run up, but we had a pullback yesterday, and then now we're kind of slowly bleeding off today. So
Yeah, I would possibly wait a little bit, but
Yeah.
that's just me.
I wouldn't buy on green days. So
Right. Yep. Let's see.
apparently there was a drop in NIO deliveries in July. Yep. In July of 2020 as well.
Oh. AMD still holding above 6% and climbing back up right now.
As it should. Just keeps going.
It's unbelievable.
Let's see here. Bro, hang on.
AMD to 180. Yeah, I mean, it's on its way to 150. That's for sure. I've been saying it for the last, like, I don't know, 2-3 days. All right, this has gone high enough. It's not gonna go up any higher, and then it just keeps going up 4 to 6% every day.
Right, like a part of me wants to keep buying more AMD, but I know it's gonna sell off. So it's like, and then it's like it just keeps going. So now I'm like, it's like I wanted to buy in when it was like 110, and now we're sitting at 120. So it's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And it's like, I know as soon as I buy in now, it's just gonna peak and just die.
Yeah, it's gonna sell off. Does NIO listing to Hong Kong very positive on NIO's share price? So what happened with Xpeng? It dropped on the day like of the announcement or whatever, but then the next day it just popped right back up. And that's just because they were offering more shares. So it really just depends on what NIO does. I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't think it's really gonna be negative or positive for the stock. I mean, if anything, it'll be more positive long term because they're going to get more money, so they can do, more expansion and R&D and all that stuff, which will make the stock go up in the long term, just because they're putting out more cars and all that stuff. So I think it'll be good long term, but short term there might be just a little bit of a pullback depending on, if they're offering more shares or whatever they're doing.
Can you say hi?
Is it a good time to buy AMD now or better to wait for a dip? I mean, if you look at the stock, it's just going like straight up. The RSI last time I looked was in the 90s or close to 90. So I'm not buying right now. It's going straight up. It's gonna probably go straight down at some point. The volume on it is insane.
Yeah.
We went from. Let's see here.
Do we know if Wall Street Bets is behind this, like at all?
I haven't looked. But we went from like say 40 million volume to 150, 60 million volume a day. Like the volume is out of control. But I mean, they've been starting to move up after their earnings. There's been some good news coming out after earnings as well. And that's probably why it's going up.
So,
and just
according to Webull, obviously that we talked about it the other day. They hit their 52-week high of 114, and then they announced the availability of the AMD Radeon Pro W6000 series.
Yeah.
For Apple. And then apparently Bloomberg is reporting that the UK regulators may block rival chipmaker Nvidia's $40 billion acquisition of the UK company ARM due to national concerns.
Yeah, I saw that this morning too. And I also saw this morning that AMD is now outselling Intel, which is ridiculous. So yeah, it's just every day since their earnings, it's just like good news.
Here it is.
More good news keeps coming out.
AMD is seeing high interest from retail investors and was the third most discussed stock on Reddit's Wall Street Bets forum Tuesday night.
Yeah,
The
so
forum,
obviously
which
that's
has
helping.
10 million users. Well, obviously we all know that story.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's that potential as well. Let's see what Wall Street Bets is cracking on AMD, because
Yeah,
I may load the
AMD
boat
going
if
into
that's the
Tesla.
case.
AMD's going into Tesla. I mean, they're in Xboxes, PlayStations. Yeah, they're just killing it.
Wall Street Bets.
And also, prices are coming down because more product availability is happening. So, they're going to be selling more. And yeah, it's all just good news.
There's no way Hood is holy run up.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I saw that.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That might be a Wall Street Bets thing as well.
You do not want to hold a meme stock. Right you are, Richard.
Right.
Yeah. Once I just learned that information, it makes me instantly think, okay, I don't want to own this stock.
Right.
So
clearly they did something with Robinhood, because I'm starting to see a bunch of Hood stuff on here.
Yeah.
We also have this one.
Good is the opposite of a meme stock. Correct, you are, Richard. Oh, Hood is opposite of a meme stock. CNBC was talking about AMD. Wall Street seems shaky about this movement. I mean, it's been going up like straight up the last however many days. Like it's kind of insane. Like the RSI is 90. It's way overbought. Like it doesn't make sense why it keeps going. So that's when I start getting scared and take profits. Really.
Look at this. Look at this chart. So this is Robinhood. Look at that, just massive run up. I hope you guys can see this. Just a massive, it all of a sudden spikes. And then we got AMD right here as well. Kind of does a little jump up as well. So.
Right. Yep. As Warren Buffett says, be fearful when others are greedy. So basically when things are running up like crazy because everyone's buying, you sell. NIO profitability is just a matter of when, maybe as early as last quarter or next quarter earnings report. The day NIO reports positive earnings, NIO is going to be the same as Tesla. Yeah, 100% agree with everything that you just said. Could be fourth quarter. I mean, their EPS for this quarter is supposedly, the estimate's like negative 10 cents. So it could be fourth quarter. I've been saying that I think it's more next year, early next year, second quarter at the latest, but I could see it first quarter for sure. But I mean, if it happens in fourth quarter this year, I won't complain either.
Right.
And like you said, it's gonna go insane once they're profitable, just like Tesla did. Yeah, Richard, you know that is true as well. Be interesting to see if they sell any this quarter or if they wait till next quarter or what happens. CrowdStrike is up almost 3% today, by the way. I bought into that yesterday.
Good old CrowdStrike.
Yeah, it's been treating me well since
Robinhood's
I got back
up
into
35% today because of Wall Street Bets. That is outrageous. Right. And it was up even more, obviously, because we were all the way up at 85.
Yeah.
I swear, dude. That place is outrageous. So I'm expecting that to come back to reality within the next couple days. But maybe it leaves orbit again and goes to 120. Who knows? I don't know why they would pump a stock that they all hate the most. You know, they all are like they just despise Robinhood.
Right.
But yeah, you're going to pump the stock. That makes sense. What do I know, though?
Doesn't make any sense, really.
Hood was against the perceived to be, was against or perceived to be against GM and AMC.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that was just the big Wall Street, bunch of rich people.
Hey, David. What's up, David?
David, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Did you read the NIO profitability comment from YouTube guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They apparently have accumulated about 150 million in regulatory profits, and they can apply when they choose. Right, and
Yep.
I mean, just like Tesla.
Yeah,
So,
I think last year, or I think it was last year, they sold some before. But yeah, like I said, it'd be interesting to see if they sell any this quarter or next quarter, or if they just wait. And, who knows?
right.
Hang on to them until you need the money, I guess. I don't know.
Oh no, my Joann Fabrics is down 3.5% today. Oh no.
Oof.
Fabric must be on sale.
David, thanks. It's always too short, but in a couple days it looks normal again.
You do it yourself?
Yeah, just easy peasy, dude.
You know, the old buzz cut.
I'm cheap. Yeah, right.
I think Wish is another stock that is potentially good looking right now because of how cheap it is and the price target of where this could go.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
It's worrisome to an extent, but I mean, if
I've seen some good article like a couple of days ago about it. So
I mean, the upside there is outrageous. I might have to look into that. I might potentially enter this one again.
Wish is a meme stock. Yeah, it's been a meme stock. So, yeah. Just take that number 3 all around the head. Easy peasy. Exactly, Bob. Easy peasy. I've been doing it a little bit longer just because it was way too short before, but it's all right now.
Yeah, so the upside for Wish right now is 16 average, 12 low, and a 24 of high.
Right.
So even at the low right now, you're still making a little bit of profit.
Yeah. Should we try shorting Robinhood after today?
I mean, it doesn't sound like a terrible idea.
If you're in it and you didn't sell, I mean, what I would have done was obviously sell on the run up. But if you're not in it, I mean, I'm not planning on buying it because obviously it's way overbought right now. I do want to get into it and hold at some point. The day that I wasn't following it crazy close, and then I don't know, a few days ago, late last week or something, I looked at it and was because I was thinking about buying it, so I was like, well, what's this thing doing? And like that day it was up like 13% or something. I was like, well, I guess I was a day late on that. So yeah, I haven't bought any, but I do eventually want to hold that long. It would have been nice if I would have bought some, mid last week and it blasted off today and I would just, take those profits, but didn't work out like that.
Right.
But I think it's gonna be good long term. But I mean, I wouldn't buy right now, but that's just me.
PaySafe seems like a good long-term buy now. I like the idea of I like PaySafe and the company, but I look at PaySafe because I look at it different because Wall Street Bets was running with it there for a while. And so it's like I just don't want something that is just being thrown all over like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Man, they're just all over SPY. SPY is like their favorite thing.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean, do a put. We come back to 60. Let's see. I mean, it's gonna drop past 60 for sure. But before that happens, it could just take off again. Who knows? It depends on what Wall Street Bets people do.
Right.
If they're planning on some long-term thing, or if it's just a quick pump and dump. Who knows? Been sideways, holding 34% all day. Problem with meme stocks is that
4 million right now.
Yeah. Problem with meme stocks is it destroys fundamentals. Yeah, I think overall it hurts everything. It doesn't do anything good. So
it doesn't do anything good unless you're the one in there making that money. But it like destroys everything that, like you said, destroys the fundamentals. So it's like now it's just to me, I feel like Robinhood could be at a potential an unreasonable price, and now you have to wait for it to come down. And what if it never comes down and you're out? And it's just like I'll never look at GameStop and AMC the same. So
yep, it kind of ruins stocks for me. The certain stocks that got pumped.
Right. GameStop could literally change their entire business and for the better. And it's like, I feel like so many people would avoid it just because of the fact that Wall Street Bets got a hold of it. And it's just a big meme stock. And
yeah. Nikola could be a meme stock and go to 100. I mean, it could. It just depends on the day, what they feel like pumping up, really.
All right. Let me out of here, my guy.
This is why people are going to miss big on BNGO because it's a meme stock. Yeah, I mean, exactly. So that exactly goes with what we just said. Why, after the stocks get pumped, I honestly kind of forget about them. Don't really look at them again. Don't really want anything to do with them. Because I was in on BNGO when it was getting pumped like crazy. And then I sold, took profits. Haven't really looked back, haven't been paying attention to it because there's multiple times where it just keeps getting manipulated, and I don't want to be in it if that's just going to keep happening. Even though what BNGO is what they're doing, what the company's doing is great. It's just I think it ruins stocks when that happens to them. That's my just personal opinion though. It's like a lot of people always said, well, I want Wall Street Bets to get a hold of NIO. And it's like, I don't want them to because it's just going to ruin the stock. I was in BNGO and Company, and Sapphire Technology is great. Yeah. Yeah. Just like, there were so many around that time when BNGO was getting pumped up, like the Castor Maritime and a bunch of other biotech companies, and yeah, kind of just sucks for the company, I think. Like you look at it and it's just like year to date, it's down 18%. Like from that peak back in February, it's down 62%. And it's just like, just trending down. And you look at all the other stocks that got pumped up just the same, like Castor Maritime, they're all doing the same thing. Just pumped up and then slowly dying. And I think it's just going to be like that for a while. Which, like I said, is unfortunate.
Richard, I liked
NNDM.
I liked NNDM.
Yeah, we were there for the pump up too. And you look at NNDM and then look up BNGO. The charts are pretty much the exact same.
Let's see here. Let's do a.
So it's just like, yeah. Maybe zoom out.
Yeah, they're pretty much the same.
You see how is like pretty much the exact same chart.
Yeah, I really liked NNDM. I think 3D printing is still potentially something that is yet to really take off.
Yeah.
I think 3D printing is only going to get better as time gets, just keeps coming and, it just further develops. But I just don't think we've reached the potential with 3D printing yet. But I do think NNDM stock is something, I do like the company. They had a bunch of cash on hand, no debt. But, with the big pump and dump. In and out, baby, in and out.
Yep. It's crazy how similar the charts are. Pretty much, like, identical.
Right.
Which just sucks because, they're only moving based on pumps, not really based on, what the actual company is doing. So it's like, it doesn't really matter what the company's doing. Just sucks. Robinhood's starting to go back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see. AMD. What's AMD doing? It's chilling at 6%. Hey guys, can you just check out Citrix, please? That's a pretty good company there too. I haven't checked out the stock in a few weeks though, so I don't know what's been going on with it. I deal with Citrix. I cannot say that word today. Citrix at work. So, yeah. They've been, this past year though, they've been just kind of going down. Yeah, we'd have to actually, the boss, we would have to actually look into it more and, you know, give you actual, like, details on it. But yeah, the last year it's just been slowly going down though.
Let's see what I'll do. The old classic tip rank. See what they have to say about it, because I always like to compare and look here. What is it? CTRX.
CTXS.
Or yeah, I don't know what I don't know what I was thinking there. So let's see here. So it's got 1 buy, 4 hold, and 1 sell. So it's definitely got a low on the downside. 101 average and 120 high. So it looks as if it was, I mean, obviously year to date, pretty high up there.
Yeah. Stock baby. Yep, there he is. Stock baby making an appearance.
Yep.
Do we know NIO's earnings estimate? Are you talking about like revenue wise, EPS wise? The estimate right now that they're giving for NIO EPS is negative 10 cents. We've kind of calculated what we think their revenue, you know, could be. So, yeah. I don't know if I've seen any like actual estimates yet besides EPS estimates. I haven't seen anything else about like, you know, what they think revenues will be and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're still at negative 10 cents there on the EPS. Hopefully it doesn't change.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
118. Well, hopefully, I mean, with it looking on tip ranks, hopefully it goes up for you. But it looks like the outlook isn't really that strong for Citrix.
Yeah, the next 12, or go back up. What's that say? And the next, yeah, so they think 120 is the high for the next 12 months. But usually that, you know, that always gets updated every couple months anyway.
Right. And that could just be based on the direction that it's going. I mean, obviously it's trending downward. So that could be, you know, just because it is trending downward, but.
What's this article say? And their Citrix forecasts full year results below Wall Street expectations. Says the company said it expects full year revenue between 3.22 billion and 3.25 billion, with adjusted earnings between 4.75. Analysts are expecting a revenue of 3.4, earnings of 5.7. So yeah, they're a good amount below what the analysts are expecting. They said our overall performance in the second quarter was mixed after a slower than expected pace of transitioning our installed base to cloud during the onset of the pandemic. The transition has since gained momentum and is now progressing well, the company said in its earnings release. So I mean, it kind of makes sense. You know, obviously during the whole pandemic, a lot of people were going more online based. But also, if your company is struggling, you're not going to want to spend money to move your company,
Right.
you know? So, after, I mean, not after because it's still, going on, but, after the main pandemic, where companies saw that, hey, our company will make it through this and it makes sense to go more online based, cloud based, then now it makes sense for companies to start spending more money, as they're making more money now. So what he said makes sense. Tucker AMD is making me mad because I love the company for long term, but it's going to start to bleed some from this pump. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's going pretty much straight up. It's going to probably just come straight down as well at some point. At this point, I don't know how long it's going to go because I've been saying the last like 3 days, like, all right, I'm, expecting a red day anytime now. And it just keeps going. But
I mean, look at that. This is
higher it goes. Right. Exactly. Like that makes no sense. And that's why I sold most of my AMD because it doesn't make any sense. It's going to come, anything that moves like that, it's going to come straight back down at some point. There's going to be a big sell off at some point.
Yeah.
So
I think I'll take my profits on it at the first sign of a turnaround. Whether or not I lose 3-4% on it as it turns around, that's fine. But I'm gonna try to maximize my profit on it. So let her.
Yeah, I still have a little bit that I bought back in after I sold, but yeah, it's gonna go down at some point.
Other websites have price target of 140. Yeah, well, so then that's even better news. Obviously, it's all up to you if you hold. I mean, you can always just hold until. You could look
at like CNN's forecast because sometimes they have more analysts on there. The CNN forecast for Citrix and see what they say.
I'll go ahead and pull that up. 1 second. There we go. Let's see here.
Sometimes they just have a lot more analysts.
S. So they have a high of 163, a median of 115, and a low of 85.
Yeah, so that's better.
And they have 3 buy, 2 outperform, 5 hold, and 2 underperform, and 1 sell. So interesting to see what they have to say about NIO too. I haven't looked at theirs in a while. They're giving it a high of 92, a medium of 59.5, and then a low of 18. But they've got 16 buy, 3 hold, and 1 sell.
Yep. So it's looking a little better.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, I think you said you're at 118. Do you think in the future I'll break even? Yeah, I think so. I think their next quarter will be better. Plus, I'm sure they had companies leave them that were struggling during the whole pandemic stuff.
Robert, did you miss anything? Not really. We haven't. It's just been kind of just talking with chat. Going over AMD and NIO because those are the really big players of the day. AMD's just been blasting off up almost 6% right now. It just keeps going. I mean, if we look at the last 5 days, it just keeps going. No signs of stopping. So keep an eye on that.
Right.
But NIO has been at a slow bleed ever since opening this morning, so we can see that it's just been slowly bleeding off.
Yeah, Xpeng was following the same trend, but now Xpeng's been sideways for a while. Hopefully NIO starts going a little sideways and starts going back up. So yeah.
Right. Let's see. What are your thoughts on Tesla? Where do you Where do you see it going in the next couple weeks? So Tesla, I think they just broke through 700. Yeah, so they broke through 700, which to me was the resistance there for a while.
Yeah.
So like we were stuck in this range. So now, hey, come here.
I mean, they got all the way up to like 725 or so, a little higher than that.
Yeah, and then it pulled back off of that. So I would love to see Tesla keep going and test the next resistance. Let me see.
Has Kathy Wood ever stepped up and purchased any NIO? Nope. She just recently sold a lot of her Chinese stocks, so I don't think she'll buy NIO anytime soon, at least.
Let's see. Yeah, so I'm not, I guess maybe, we touched 710 quite a few times. 710, 712. I think it's now time for the baby.
Where do you see it going with the next couple weeks? Well, they just did their earnings and they killed their earnings. Or not earnings. Thinking of a different company, sorry. Their earnings aren't for a while. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's really anything coming out that's going to make it move. Tesla, the EVs just in general have been up, down, pretty much sideways for a little while. So yeah, Robert, she thinks her bullish price is like her highest price is 4,000 by 2025 for Tesla, and then her, I guess bullish case or whatever she said is 3,000, and then I think even her lowest is like 2,000 by 2025. So everyone thought she was nuts the first time she said Tesla was going to go to 4,000, and technically it hit over 4,000, and yeah. So I could see it just keep on going. Just gonna be interesting to see what happens with them in China. See if they can keep keep up, because other companies are closing the gap. Oh, I don't know, Tucker. I don't really know where I think Tesla could go in the next couple weeks. I would just like to see it hold above 700 for a while.
Right. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens when they do AI Day. See if that's anything big for them.
What day is that on?
I just looked it up. I thought it was like the 23rd or something. I saw it earlier. It is August 19th. August 19th.
And so that could be something that makes him move up.
Yeah. So hopefully that does. But we'll see. Why are they comparing Tesla to Lordstown? Tesla versus Lordstown.
Tesla is winning. Well, obviously. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
That is the most absurd thing I've ever seen.
Right. Yeah.
That is outrageous.
That literally, must have been real low for content that day. Whenever this was. Yeah. That's ridiculous. What best stock to buy a dip in August? Maybe Airbnb or Apple. For me, just like Apple is one of those that you just kind of buy and just forget about. So anytime there's a pullback on Apple, I'm buying some. But Airbnb, let's see. I think that'd be good long term. They've just been, you know, kind of struggling lately.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Honestly, like I think Airbnb was on a great tear as things started to open up. But my concern with Airbnb now is a potential lockdown again. But it doesn't seem that America is taking that too well, nor with the rest of the world. So we'll see what happens to see if they decide to start locking things down. I know there's even states that are saying, no, we're not locking down. So that could all turn into what Airbnb could do. So I think that's a potential make or break for Airbnb on whether or not things start to lock down again.
I mean, they're at like the low, like, let's see.
What are
They're
they
pretty
right
much
now?
at the low that they were, you know, that they've ever really been. So
right. So 146 is
come
where
up
we're
a little
sitting,
bit.
and looks like the low, they got a low of 125, an average of 173, and a high of 220. And you got 14 buy and 12 holds, so that doesn't look that bad either. So,
right. Yeah, I think long term it would be good. It's just short term it might be a little rocky.
right.
Did Dustin Nuts did swing some good money off the hood pump? Yeah, we were talking about that a little earlier. It's just ridiculous. All automotive is falling besides Tesla, GM, Ford, nosediving.
Yeah, I think a lot of this is just. I just think we're slowly starting to get into that transition over to the EVs. I don't think it's going to be, again, I don't think the US switching to EVs is going to be night and day. Like, it's just going to happen. I think it's going to be a long process drawn out. And I think, you know, GM and Ford, and I don't know.
Ford's doing some good stuff.
Like, they're all trying to, like, these companies are going to have to convert in order to compete. But I still think there's going to be a market for combustion engines, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about
Ford
be for
a while.
GM. What concerns me with Ford,
GM's like down. Their debt is out of control. Is that what you're talking about?
Isn't there outstanding shares? Yeah, they have 3.9 billion shares for Ford.
Well, I mean, they've been around forever.
Well, I
they've
guess
done
that's
a lot
true
of
as
splits.
well. But
so that, yeah.
But
GM is down 8.6% today. That's no good. Electric Z06. David, you gonna buy one when they come out? GM is hurting.
So Ford is trading lower as the company recorded July U.S. auto sales were down 31.8% year over year.
That's rough.
Ouch. GM is trading lower after the company issued full year 2021 adjusting earnings price per share guidance below analyst estimates.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, the chip shortage and stuff is gonna hurt them. It's gonna make them sell less cars. So we've talked about that before. Our local dealers, like, there was like no cars on the lot.
Right.
So, yeah. Can't really sell any if you don't have any.
Yeah, could you imagine having an electric Corvette? That'd be awesome. I like the sound of the combustible engine though, so
yeah, if you've ever watched any racing or anything with electric cars, to me it's very boring.
I guess they're gonna have to just like electronically put the sound on there or something. I don't know.
That's terrible though. That's even worse than not hearing it. Yeah, because I've went to like drifting events, drag racing events, you know, burnout competitions. Like, you watch any of that stuff with electric car, because there were some electric cars there, and they're fast, but man, it is boring. It is so boring. It is not exciting at all. Like the electric F1 stuff, like, terrible.
I was gonna show where is it at? Oh, right down here. Ethereum, it's a nice little pump up in crypto as well. Up to $51, I think. I mean, we saw 52 earlier in the towards the end of July, so maybe we'll get back up there. But yeah, crypto's not looking too hot right now.
Wasn't that all the way up to like 120 or something?
149, at least from what I can see.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pulled obviously way back, and it's from when I've been watching it. I've been watching it like crazy, but like it'll go up just a little bit, and then the next day it'll just be down. Like it'll just lose it. So
Right.
Not getting bought into crazy.
Maybe we'll see some kind of buyback here. It looks like, I mean, Ethereum's starting to climb back up. They're almost getting to 3,000. Let's see if it can do that. We haven't seen 3,000 since, I mean, it's been way back here. I mean,
right,
sometime in May. So starting to get to higher there. That's good. That's real good. So hopefully that keeps going as well. Get that crypto back up there, because I have money in crypto too. I don't want to see that go back up. But all right, I think we're gonna end stream. We have a video to make for tonight, and we also have another video to record that's going to be out tomorrow. Again, exciting stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be real good. Again, you guys are going to fasten your seatbelts for that video for tomorrow. So there's your
Make
hint.
sure your notification bells are on. It's
Yeah.
gonna be spicy.
It's gonna be good. A lot of people wanted it, so that's what we're gonna give you guys. So we appreciate you guys hanging out. Kind of a day in the market, so not really a whole lot of news going on, but we NIO is starting to kind of go back up a little bit. Back up to 1% on the day, which is good. So again, we appreciate everybody being here. David, thanks for showing up. As always, we appreciate y'all. Tucker, Robert, Dustin,
all the usuals. Thank you.
Appreciate everyone being here. Anybody new, if you guys aren't subbed to the channel yet, hit that sub button. It's the best way to stay up to date on all things stock market related news. So again, thank you so much for all the support. We'll see you guys in the next video.